Yo, yo, what's good? It's your boy, Marlo, and welcome back to the Brown Table Talk with Lo. On this episode, we will be talking about friendship, and I went and found one of the best people I could find. It wasn't a hard choice, it wasn't a hard pick. This man and I have been friends for 2 going on 3 years, and in that short time period we have been through so much ups, downs, backwards and forwards. Man, can't even really find the words to explain how I really feel sometimes about this man. But with that being said, I'd like to introduce my best fucking friend, my brother, Jason Locke.
How y'all doing? First and foremost, I'm going to introduce myself quick and short. My name is Jason. I'm 20 years young. Feel me? My birthday is September 14th, so shout out to any Virgos that are out there. You feel me? Life has been, up to this point, not necessarily a struggle, but it's kind of hard to find people that are out there with the same mindset as you. So I'm very blessed to found a friend like Miles to have in my journey through life. You feel me? So that's something a little short, something short about me. So I'm gonna let him get straight into it.
So we're first gonna start this off by how do we meet. So actually, we met on
Weird.
game. We actually met through somebody else. Like we didn't even when we first like talked to each other, it was on the game system. And
I don't think some of them understand what that means. Like,
yeah, no, like you real life find like real life friends on there. Solid people be on the
a
game.
video game.
On a video game. On a game that he refuses to even play anymore.
I still don't play the game.
On a game he refuses to even play.
You ain't gonna say the game's name.
Man, you don't want to talk about Shifty Shafts, bro?
Fuck Fortnite, bro.
Bro, nah. So yeah, we met on the game. We were playing the game for like a couple weeks before I actually ended up meeting him in person. Cause like I said, we both have a mutual friend. Shout out to our brother Chris. And we ended up working at a summer camp together. And I'm gonna tell him about that. I'm gonna tell him about the summer camp experience.
Man, before that, like, whenever you play games with people and you hear their voice, you kind of like create an assumption of what they look like in your head before you initially meet them. So all this nigga here is just like, oh, I've got to be some type of athletic. I'm hearing, you're a big dude. Like, how tall are you, bro? Like, how... I'm thinking this nigga's finna like be on my level, like same height. No, the first time I immediately knew who this man was. I walk in, I see Chris standing there, and I look, I'm like, that a 6'2" Tyler the Creator. I was like, damn.
I still don't see it, man. Everybody calls me that, man. And like now that you said it, people are gonna see this video.
Oh no, that's great. Tell everybody. Don't let that go under the radar.
Man, listen. That's why he looks like the what's the Geico from the Geico commercial. Look, we're gonna go ahead and do what it do. Cheers.
I think I spilled water on myself.
That's what you get.
I'm always doing some shit, bro.
So, let's just talk about why we're friends in the first place. Why do you think we've stayed friends for this long? For what, this 2 years and a half, this 3 years making this year?
Shit. I feel like there's certain people like that you meet, bro. Like they don't necessarily go through the same things as you. They probably been through a lot more worse than you, and to hear that your situation that's not necessarily could be worse, but like you know that shit, someone's been through it a lot more than you are, and they're a lot stronger than you are as far as where you are mentally. It's kind of like helpful to have somebody that's stronger than you, not necessarily carry you through your situation, but like help you out throughout the entire process of what you're going through. And I feel like that's what the base of our friendship really comes down to. Someone always being stronger than the other person in whatever aspect of whatever they're going through, and the other one being able to help the other person out. Cause there's a lot of stuff I've been through that I didn't know how to deal with that situation. You was like, nigga, that ain't shit. I'm like, damn. And there's some stuff you've been through. I'm like,
yeah,
that's your problem.
I feel you on that. That does make a lot of sense, because there have been multiple times where we just like had to really sit down and like talk each other through some things.
Facts.
Like whether it been
Money related, bitch related, parents.
We don't call them bitches, man.
We don't call them women.
Call them women, man.
Oh, bro, at this point.
Here, call them women. But yeah, whether it's lady related or money, family, that's a big one for both of us. Just having to really coach each other through family, man. Because his family is a lot stricter than mine. Straight up, took this man's game and gave him a cable box.
Were you there for that?
I was on the phone with you. I
don't even know what I did.
I don't know either. I just remember you were like, yeah, bro, my mom took my game. And this man was like holding up a cable box. So let's just talk about how we've maintained this friendship for this long.
A lot of it's been communication, if we're being completely honest. And at the end of the day, it also comes down to the bond as well. Where can I ask this at, bro?
In there.
But yeah, a lot of it comes down to communication and the bond that we have. Because a lot of times people don't realize, like, people are going to make time for people they care about regardless of their situation. It doesn't matter, like, what you got going on. If you care about somebody, you're going to spend time with them, regardless of who they are, what they've done, and, like, basically your relationship between them. So I feel like that's what it is. Not necessarily only availability, because I've been a very busy person. If there's anybody that's always busy, it is me. I cannot sit down. You give me a car, I'm making money, or I'm just out and about, trying to look for ways to make money again. So I make time to do the things that I got to spend time with my friends, especially if I feel like they're close enough to be family, because I feel like that's important. Because a lot of times your friends can be closer to your family. A lot of people don't like have people they can go to at a given moment's notice. I can't even come to my mom at a given moment's notice. So there's some things. That's what I think really has kept our friendship solid, if anything. Because he's always been there, I've always been there, regardless of what the hell is going on in either one of our lives.
Yeah. He said the communication. I say the availability. Like he said, he is a very busy person, but like if you really consider yourself a friend, if you really consider yourself family, then you'll make the time. Like I've told him plenty of times, like dead to his face, bro. Like any time, any place, whatever it is, if I got it, you got it, man. Like literally, like I think it really comes down to when you're in a friendship, when you're looking for friends and when you're looking for a bond, are you looking for love or loyalty? And honestly, our bond is more loyalty than love, and
right.
Love comes with the loyalty.
There's been so many times I hate this nigga.
Man, what? Cause you can't, man, your feelings, dog.
Y'all don't know how many times this man has just been pissed off at me, talking about like, not damn near want to shoot me, but damn near want to kill me, bro. Like, it hasn't even been a situation with him. He could just be mad at something I did to somebody else. He be like, bro, fuck you.
Like you gotta You gotta be loyal to your man, to your people, bro, and like be and not let your emotions get the best of you when it comes to dealing with them. And I think that's really how we've stayed together this long. Cause when my emotions run deep. So if you start doing stupid stuff, bro, it's really over for you. I really try and distance myself, but with him, it's different. It's a lot different, and that's just really how I feel about him, man. Like the love and loyalty I got for this man is endless. To the end of the earth and back.
To this day.
To this day.
Okay. I feel you on that.
So, to people looking for friends or considering like joining friend groups or stuff like that, what would you say to those people?
Watch how they move. Like the very first time you meet them, watch how they move. Because in all honesty, you may not be able to like how somebody moves whenever you first meet them, and I feel like that's perfectly fine. But look for certain attributes that they do that not everybody else does. Like if they're standing out from the crowd and constantly trying to be like one of those people that specifically make time for you, or if the energy is always the same regardless with or without you, that means that person's consistent. So you know what you're getting into. It's not gonna throw any curveballs at you and stuff like that. I'll say look for consistency on the way that people act, because that'll tell you everything. Nothing will be a surprise to you if we're being completely honest. So I'll say that. Just pay attention to how they move when you first meet them.
To me, a lot of people like to test people or try and get them to test people or try and like get them to move a certain way to evaluate them as a friend. I don't think you should do that, because to the other person that may come off as like, why? I mean, like,
I feel like they're being judged.
Yeah, you're judging me. Like, why are you? If you wanted me as your friend, then I'm gonna be your friend. Like, give me the chance to wait it out. That's what I'm saying. Don't just go and once they do something weird one time, and you just consider them a bad person altogether.
Thanks.
What are some things that, like, activities that we've done, like shit that we've like done that like that's like created our bond and shit like that?
Shit. First skating. First and foremost. But I don't think you guys know this, but like the person that introduced me to skating was him and Chris. You guys don't know Chris, but those two people introduced me to skating heavy. I'm not sure if you know that I skate, but I do. But I feel like that's regardless if you're male, no matter what you are, that's like one of those close-knit hobbies that somebody does with another person. So I compare it to more so just like spending time, quality time with people. So that's another thing. Like literally, there's been times where like we get off of work, and I say we because we work at the same job, and we just would drive,
hate that job.
just drive and just
Literally. Talking about, we got off, we driving for like a nice hour after work, hour and a half, just cruising. A nice little joint, we cooling.
doing like 120, racing other people.
Living life, bro. Live your life with the people you love, man. Like, that's another thing. Like I said, I want to talk about life on this channel. I want to talk about love and positivity, man. Find people to go through this life with that love you, that will be there for you, that also think about you the same way you think about them. Because honestly, that's what everybody really wants, is loyalty, and for somebody to be thinking about them the same way they think about them. And yeah, I wouldn't want to go through life without this man. I can't really, I can't wait till we're like 20, 30, have kids or whatever, and we can just
Kids.
kick it. Hey, you don't want kids?
Nah,
For real? You don't?
I don't think I want kids, bro.
Well, he doesn't want kids. I want fucking kids. I only want two. I want a boy and a girl. You want a kid, bro?
Maybe. I say maybe. Only reason I say maybe is because, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Why you say, come on, why
Shawty
you
has
say
to
maybe?
convince me, bro. I say Shawty has to convince me because it has to be something that I want for her more than myself. Like,
Well, if she
I don't know
wants
if that
to,
makes any
well,
sense. If she wants a kid, I'll be like, I'll consider it. I wouldn't mind. But me, myself, by myself, no.
No, not by-
It's not gonna be to make the decision first. Oh, she gonna have to say something.
Of course.
Hey, honey, I want kids. Oh yeah, maybe. That's still a maybe, cause I don't know if I want them.
I guess I want kids.
That's like a curveball. You want me to give me a year in advance? I want kids next year. Don't tell me you want kids and then tomorrow we get not have kids, but you know what I mean. Like kid born next 9 months. I don't want that. I mean, I need shit a smooth 20 months in advance. 21.
21. I said around 30. That's normally like, even
Maybe late 30s. I don't want to be them old parents, but I don't plan to be like out of shape either.
Then don't be out of shape.
Obviously.
What?
But I know my parents are creeping up on their 40s. I'm like, damn. If only you could go skate with me sometimes if your knees work. Or like, you know, if you took care of your body a little bit more, maybe, just maybe, we could play catch outside. I don't want to be that parent that gets to that age and I'm like, let me make sure that I'm physically able to, you know, provide for my kid. We being completely honest.
So you can have
I'm
kids.
a big ass kid. I'm a big ass kid.
So you can have kids young, or you can, just stay in shape and
You should have kids young. Oh, that's not the question.
just stay in shape and have kids later on. Like, I don't see the big
They
problem with having
stressful,
kids. I want 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Can we stop talking about kids? Best birth control for me was working at that damn summer camp. I'm gonna be highly upset if God decides to bestow upon me a kid like that. I no disrespect to them. Love them to death, but
Well,
couldn't do it.
Okay, and hopefully he has kids. So we can be chilling and telling our kids how close of friends we are. That's something I look forward to. That's life right there. I think that shit's cool. Being able to hang out with my folks. So tell us about your life, man.
My life, what part?
Tell us something interesting about your life.
I'd say probably the most interesting thing about my life is that I run track. I don't want to say athletically gifted, but that's probably the most interesting to the mass majority of people.
He's the fastest man or was the fastest man in Texas.
Was?
Yeah. You're not in school anymore.
They haven't had a track meet since COVID hit, so I'm still.
Oh, well, yeah, he is. Fuck it. Yeah, my man still is. Fuck it.
But no, I ran the 400 in high school, and before like I really got good at sports and stuff, I was cut from everything. Like, I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but when they tell you like I got cut from everything, no coach wanted me. None of it. I went to the baseball coach, the golf coach, and because I didn't own a golf club or have even touched one in my life, he did not want me on his team. I got cut from basketball, track and field, which is what I want to stay in, football, soccer. I could have just ran around and not hit the ball ever, and they could have had me on the team. I could have just been like an intimidation player that just stood there, but I was skinny as hell, so no one saw me as a threat. But yeah, so I worked my way through freshman year being on no team, sophomore year being kind of like the underdog basically, because I was always in the weight room, always working out, and always like trying to really prove myself to other people, and I feel like that's something that I probably it's built me and it's also broken me at the same time because I improved myself while striving to impress other people. So I eventually started outrunning all the people that were ahead of me, and basically the fastest people in the school. But my junior year, I was on varsity. I was making it to regionals and district almost guaranteed with no competition. And then I made a mistake. I fucked up, dropped the baton. Yes, we got DQ'd, and it was the senior year last year, like at the school. So that like, and I'll tell you, they was mad, bro. They wanted to fight me, bro. They cried. Like, everybody on the team was crying except me because it's kind of unfair, but I had another year left. And then so I promised that I would go to state and win something for them. I didn't know what it was, but I was going to win something. I trained my ass off. I paid for a personal trainer and learned a lot about myself. But yeah, got through that, came back the next year and lost every race up until, not lost every race, but I came in second for every race up until district. I say second is a loss because it's not what I was supposed to be doing. And then after that, I never lost. After that, I never lost. I went straight from like getting 5th place in the event that I went to state for, 2nd place, and then nothing but first from district all the way to state, which was kind of something that the coaches were scared about. They tested me for steroids twice. Going through high school because of how much my times progressed randomly. So that's probably the most interesting thing or story or fraction of my life that I have to tell as far as me personally. What about you, mister?
Most interesting thing about me, I used to be big. Then I was a big boy. I was a very big brother. Before I left for Morehouse College last year in August, I was about around 350 pounds. As of like 3 days ago when I weighed myself, I am 215. And yeah, I tried to lose weight so many times when I was younger. I just didn't. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I don't know what it was. I guess I wasn't motivated enough. But it was something about my senior year that just like got to me. Like me graduating, I was going to a new school, a new state. It was like a new part of my life. I had to get my stuff together. And so, yeah, I got to school and got to losing this weight, man. It was like every time I came home, everybody could see it. I couldn't see it until COVID hit. I finally like started to see like my clothes weren't fitting, belts weren't going in the loops. They weren't doing what they're supposed to do. Like now I say if it ain't got a string, I can't wear it. If it ain't got a string, I can't wear it. So that's probably the most interesting thing I'd say about me, going from big load to small load.
You say small.
Yeah.
Just fucking tall as hell. I don't know if I can cuss, but like, damn, bro, you're tall. You're not small, not yet.
I'm not shrinking.
Shit, I said not yet, like you would ever
I'm like, I'm
small.
not shrinking. I'm not shrinking, man. Well, that is it for this episode. I would like to thank my brother Jason for coming through and being on the Brown Table Talk with Lo. Next episode will be out soon. Until then, spread the love, spread the positivity. Lay up.
Forbidden knowledge.